Hello, boys and girls. I hope that you're having a very wonderful time. Today, we're actually going to be doing this assignment called Elements of Poetry 2. And really, it's all the elements of poetry 2. But before we continue, I want to talk about my voice. It is going to be changing because of my allergies. So please, I just be understanding. Sometimes my voice is going to sound really awkward or funny, and I apologize in advance, but be understanding. Once again, I have allergies. Okay, so Elements of Poetry 2. This assignment is actually going to be how do I put it? Like one of the final assignments for poetry, because you have been learning all of this, and I'm just scrolling through and see you have been learning so much about poetry. But now I want you to put it all together because we've been doing it in separation. So like symbolism, alliteration, and all that other stuff. So now we have to put it all together. And I want you to think about the poem as a whole, not just like looking for animal symbolism one day and then another thing another day. I really just want you to think about the poem as a whole, because that is the purpose of poetry, not to like dissect it a little, just but to look at it as a whole. So we have the poem. It's the same poem. You might want to read it again. So this is the paragraph or the little sentence frames that you will be using in order to write this beautiful paragraph about the poem that we're going to be using. So this poem reminds me of because, and on the because is where you might want to be using some of the vocabulary that you have been using. And let's continue. Therefore, I think this poem is about. From this poem we can learn to, or from this poem we can learn about. And if you want to continue, if you want to add more about the poem, and aside from just these 3 sentence frames, you are more than welcome to. So this is where you're actually going to be writing. You just double click, you start typing the exact same thing over there. So you erase the question mark. So this poem reminds me of, and then you blah, 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 comma, because, blah, 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 and you continue on. Okay, so that is how you answer this question. So once again, this is not similar to the past poetry assignments, just because we're looking at all the things as a whole. All the poems as a whole instead of just parts of the poem. So please, 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 if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put it down on the comment section of this assignment called Elements of Poetry 2. And that is it, boys and girls. You'll hear me in the next video. Bye-bye.